Check ahead. Check ahead a double burger. Boop dee doo dee doo. Okay, happy Wednesday, Dee Dee. What a great week, indeed. You know the best part about this is that it can only get better from here. Like I can't imagine a scenario where Iger would make things worse, right? Because that's what we would have got worse. Things weren't getting better with Chapek; they were getting worse, and now things can only get better from here. Like this is just the beginning, potentially at least. You know, I thank you. Wait, hold on. Thank you, Dee Dee. You know, I'm gonna do a test video. I'm gonna put out a video with the music back in there, uh, to make sure that the strike that well, it's not a strike. It's a warning. I don't get a strike, but I can't monetize the video. I'm gonna put out a test video and see what happens there. So stand by for that. Hopefully things work out. Fresh baked. Angels got Tyler Anderson, Gio Urshela, and Hunter Renfroe. I don't know. I stopped following baseball. I don't know. Are those guys good? Are they good? Is Artie Moreno still the owner? Because I know he was trying to sell the team. That didn't happen, right? Happy Thanksgiving to you, Karen. Thank you. Okay. Iger means Captain EO's coming back, right? No. You know, hey, that's our show for tonight. You guys tell me, you guys ask me if something's going to happen now that Iger's president, and I'll tell you if it's going to happen or not. Kind of like the whether or not you are an unfavorable attendee. The Angels will be in firewall mode by July. I don't know what that means. They're okay. Steve Ballmer's looking to buy the Angels. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like Steve Ballmer. Disneyland Forward. No, but that has nothing to do with Tiger. People Mover. No, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Will Disney go bankrupt? No, of course not. I don't know why people think that's going to be a thing. Disney's not going bankrupt. Is Iger going to sell Disney to Apple? I mean, that could happen. That's a possibility. I think it was a possibility before Iger bought the company. We'll bring back plastic straws. No, that's not going to happen. Destiny, cancel the 1 p.m. park hopping rule. That'll only happen if they cancel a reservation system. The 1 p.m. park hopper rule is a byproduct. It is a result of the reservation system. If there were no reservation system, there wouldn't be a 1 p.m. park hopper rule. So as long as you have reservations, you have to have a park hopping rule. It's necessary. Otherwise, everybody would just book for Disneyland. Evan, let you get to $10. Thank you, Evan. Will Disney sell off ESPN? Well, they could. They could because they were actually. That's always been a thing, I think. ESPN is a ABC product. ABC is a Disney product, right? But it was suggested that Disney sell ESPN, and then Disney said no because we need it for doing other things. But I don't know. I feel like if they need money, if they need a quick, billions of dollars or whatever, ESPN is the kind of thing that you could sell. Will you be in the park Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. Will people with magic bands get a special entrance? No, the entrances will be converted to magic band. They're gonna reconfigure the turnstiles in order to accommodate Magic Bands, but they won't be special just for Magic Bands. Both guests will be able to go through. Jennifer Tynes, get the $2. Thank you. Rebecca Bree, get the $5. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I often forget where we are in terms of holidays and things like that, and I forget that I'm not going to see you guys until after Thanksgiving. So thanks for reminding me, and I hope you guys all have a very wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. We're going to go see some family, Liz and I, and then do nothing. We were hoping to see the Glass Onion movie, but I don't think it's going to work out. Okay. Oh, Jamie Graham, get the $10. Thank you. We'll be in the park December 5th through the 8th. Will you be in the park? I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's too far in advance. I have a hard time predicting my schedule. I don't have any specific schedule. I go when I need to make a video, or I go if there's something happening. I know I'm going to be there on December 2nd for something. No, December 2nd is when I'm getting my hearing checked. That's why that date. Guys, I'm going deaf in this year. I already was pretty much 80% in this one. I'm now going deaf in this year. Jose Aguirre, get the $5. Thank you. Do you think Magic Key holders will have a dedicated entrance into the parks? No, I don't think so. Also, will you be at the parks this weekend? Maybe. I'm not sure. It depends on Liz's schedule. She's going to Creep It Real this weekend. If you guys live in the area, you might run into her if you go to Creep It Real. I think we're going tomorrow. We're going Friday, I think, also. Gishmake! Get the $15. Thank you. Hi, David. Your coverage of the Chapek termination has been excellent. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your great work, as always. Cal Worthington and his dog, Spot, would definitely love it. Now, are we talking about the actual dog, or the monkey, or the elephant, or the giraffe, or whatever else he had? I'm going to go see Cal. Tim Noel, David, are you going to go out for Black Friday shopping or stay at home? I'm getting all my stuff on Amazon. I used to love going Black Friday shopping just for the sport of it. I would get up super early or I would actually, when they started doing it Thursday night, after Thanksgiving dinner, I would ditch the family and go to Target and Best Buy and I just want to be there and witness the spectacle that is Black Friday. But it's not like it used to be. It's just not like it was. It's not as special as it was. It used to be like a very unique event, but I feel like everybody consumed it. You know, like Amazon has their thing, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel as though it's an actual sale. So, I don't know, I still like to go and see what amazing deals can be found, but typically I get there too late to get anything of worth anyway. Crystal Taylor, hey, hi Crystal. Your coverage on all the news today was awesome. Thank you. Great video as always. Well, thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate that. Is Black Friday more an online thing now? Well, that's the thing, is that, you know, once a thing reaches a certain critical mass in terms of, you know, pop culture and then the public, it gets consumed. It gets what's the word I'm looking for? What's that word I'm looking for? Where other things take it over, and it's no longer what it used to be. It's no longer special. I can't remember. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to come up with. Jennifer Tynes, get the $5. Thank you. We are the park for our. Oh, hey, Jennifer, you're in the park. Jennifer, can I buy you no, not saturated. Can I buy you a treat, Jennifer? Co-opted. Co-opted is the word I'm looking for. It's supposed to be for retail. It's supposed to be for going to stores, big box stores, and getting the best deals. And then everybody tries to get in on it. Everybody thinks it's, you know, like, I don't know. When as soon as Amazon got in on it, I was just like, yeah. Okay, Jennifer, are you here? Where are we? 3. I really hate this phone. I need to get a new phone. I need to get a new second phone. I was at the park doing the Mandalorian thing, and I saw Mondo, Five Fires, and he had two phones going. He had one vertical, one horizontal. And I was like, oh my God, it's genius. I was like, you know, that guy, he really covers the hell out of things. And I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, why did I think of that? So now I've got to get me a second phone. Yeah, I could go shopping for a new phone on Black Friday, but am I going to get a deal? I have no idea. I don't think it's actually real. You know what I mean? I don't think you're actually getting a good deal. Thank you to Disney Guy for the $2. Heard Iger will end reservation system for the parks. Where'd you hear that from, Disney Guy? Because I have not heard that. DA get the $5. Thank you. Hi, David. When I went to park on Tuesday, I found out first half of Toy Story parking lot is now reserved for parking extra. Yes. The first 5 rows next to the actual, bag check area is now reserved for preferred parking. And both times, every time I've been there, just one lane has been sold, and that was at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. People aren't going for it. John Robello, get the $2. Thank you. Iger makes me feel special again at Disneyland. I agree with that. I mean, we don't have any reason to believe that, but it just feels like that's the case. Yeah. Sam, get the $10. Thank you, Sam. If you could change one thing about any of the current rides at Disneyland, what would it be? I would like to change. Let me think here. I would like to change the Innoventions building from a large, round, turntable style building that holds a dark ride and turn it into a people mover. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know if I have an answer for that. I would like more small rides. How about that? Also, we're going to Disneyland either Thursday the 15th or Friday the 16th. What day would be less busy? Oh, it doesn't matter. They're the same. Makes no difference. Donna Pendleton, get the $10. Thank you, Donna. Happy Thanksgiving. Could you stand up and can I ask the size to compare? I'm not near Disneyland to try on. Need the D for Donna, loves Disneyland, and I'm 19. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Donna. You talking about this? My shirt? I'm not sure what you're asking. Jennifer Times, get the $5. Thank you. We are on the train, and new beignets sound great. There we go. How many are you, Jennifer? Is there a large group, or how many people are in your group? So okay, so this is a large. The shirt I'm wearing is a large, and it's a little bit big on me, I think. Mid Julep Bar. Oh, it's not that busy. Guys, the return time for Mid Julep Bar right now is only a half an hour. Normally, it's like an hour and a half from now. There's 3 of you? Okay. And we're getting the holiday ones, right? Not the regular ones? The maple. Guys, I need to get me some of these maple beignets. I really do. Okay, I'm just placing that order for you right now. Thank you to Patrick K for the $5 gift. Happy Thanksgiving, Fresh Baked. Thanks, David. Thank you, Patrick. Okay. All right. We are good. Jennifer, wait, did I get your name right? Jennifer. Oh God, I forgot her name already. Yeah, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer, your order number is 4584. You got that? 4584. It'll be ready at 7:40. Lester Diamond, get the $2. Very straightforward. Lester says, "Good evening, David. Thanks for hosting a program." Lester Diamond, good evening to you. Thank you for participating in our program for this evening, and I appreciate you. People are asking about the copyright thing. The song that we've been having in just about every one of our videos for almost 10 years now. The guy who makes that song, he is now licensing his music to YouTube. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can see where there's music that you can get from YouTube and put in your videos. He is now, I don't want to say they own it, but it is now that song, my intro song is now under the YouTube umbrella. So when I use it, they recognize it and they say, this is a, a licensed, this is a licensed bit of music. It says that there's no copyright or there's no monetization restrictions, but the video the video where I got that notice did not earn any money. So I have to assume that there's an issue there. So I'm going to put out another test video later this week, maybe tomorrow or something, just to say hi and put the music in there and say hi, and you guys, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if it does generate revenue again. But it's really concerning because I'm so closely associated with that music, and it was previously for 10 years. It was what do you call it? Public, not public domain, just it was public use. That's why I chose it, because it was public use. But I mean, I don't blame the guy for he needs to make money too. So it's not I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to stress about it. It's not my music, so I don't own it or anything like that. You know what I mean? Miss Jessica, how can we help you make the most money from YouTube views? Jessica, I cannot answer that question honestly because it violates YouTube's terms and conditions. All I can say is watch the whole video. And that's the best way I can put it. Watch the whole video from beginning to end, and then share it with your friends. Share it YouTube likes it when you watch the whole video, and they like it when you share it with people, on social media and stuff. Crystal, so how much do we have to earn to let you have that song? There is no, there is no number. If it's protected by YouTube, the number is infinite. There's nothing I could do unless I bought the song from Kevin MacLeod directly from Incompetech, which would probably be somewhere in the $20,000 range, I would imagine. I'm not sure what he's getting from YouTube. Samantha Souza official, you are so much more than your theme song. Don't worry about it. I think so. That's why I haven't worried about it. I really haven't. Sometimes I don't put the music in there anyway. So, the video today's doing fine. You know what I mean? The video today's doing fine. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I just move on and roll with the punches. Ryan Labastida to get to $2. Thank you. What happens to your old videos? I think those are grandfathered because I have not seen any activity on those saying that they're no longer monetized. So I don't know. I want to put out a new, test video and see what happens. Nick, get the $10. Thank you, Nick. One more week and I'm back to work. Congratulations. Everybody say congratulations to Nick. He's a outstanding cast member at Disneyland, and it's so good to have him back. This has been the longest month of the year. Can't wait to make magic again. Also make a DCA reservation on 12/9. Something interesting happening at AC. 12/9. Okay, I will make a note of that. I'm going to come over here real quick and go to my Disneyland website. I don't know if I have any slots open. Theme park reservations. Let me see. Do I have an opening? December 9th? Is that what he said? December 9th? For DCA? Do I have to start in DCA, Nick? Or is it okay to park hop at 1 p.m.? I wouldn't, that day is booked. That's a Friday. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Somebody just asked to ask the guy to make my own music, but if I can't have that song, I wouldn't want any other music. I would just not have music if I can't have that song. There's just no point in changing it. Lester Diamond gets the $10. Thank you. I usually see you. Oops, let me go back over here. Okay, where was I? I usually see you live on a Thursday night. Did you have to clear with any other Disneyland content creators that may discuss what's happening on a Wednesday for you to go live? I didn't have to, but I did. I did that already previously, prior, a while ago. So we're good. Hope that clears everything up. Did Nick answer me? Okay, he's going to text me more details. Okay, I'll stand by. Okay, let's see. Any park days planned next week? I mean, I'm going next week. I just don't know exactly which days. It all depends on, what's going on with the house, what's going on with the wife and the baby, and it's this particular season is a very busy season for both Liz and I. So we kind of just take it day by day at the moment. I will be in the parks around Christmas, sure, if I can get in, because right now I'd have to buy my way in on the week before Christmas. Live streaming dinner tomorrow? No, I don't think so, Mark. As much as I would love to share all the time in the world with you guys, I don't think I will be live streaming tomorrow my dinner. No. Jungle Cruiser gifted $50. Thank you very much, Jungle Cruiser. That's very kind of you. David, got back from Epcot, and so far my Disneyland Magic Band has worked there and Magic Kingdom. Good to know. Only good for entry, the Play 50 Statues game, and goes nuts with Harmonious. Bought a family a Christmas popcorn bucket. Wanted to follow your example. Family was stunned. All right. Sounds like you had a hell of a time, Jungle Cruiser. That's great. And thank you very much. Very kind of you. A Disney guy gifted $2 says the source came from the Jim Hill podcast. Jim Hill says that the reservation system in its entirety is going to end. I mean, Jim Hill's pretty connected. Do you guys I'm going to listen to that podcast. Do you know the title of that one? I'm going to look it up. Marianne Biscup gifted $10. Thank you, David. I appreciate your takes on Chapek, Iger, and the future of Disneyland. You're always well-reasoned and not governed by emotion. I'm emotional. Don't get it twisted. Chapek has made me emotional, but I do try to keep that out of it if I can help it. But sometimes I do lose my ish every now and then. I'm not a fan, never have been a fan, never liked him, but I try to think big picture and think, there's more. Episode 402. Okay, Jim Hill 402. Jim Hill 402. Life is full of gray area. Life is not about black and white. I don't live in a black and white world. I know that there are many different ways. So often in my history, in my life, I've seen a subject come up, and you see this person has this opinion about it, and they fully believe it with all of their heart and all of their soul, and they're convinced that they are correct. And then you get this person over here who thinks the exact opposite, and they are also completely convinced that they are from the correct point of view. There's no possible way that they can both be right in a black and white world. So it must be some sort of gray, that there's got to be some sort of middle in there that people are, finding or need to find. And that's where I try to, I know it sounds boring to not take a side, but that's only because life isn't like that. I don't believe in a black and white world. I believe in a gray world where there's lots of different angles and things to consider. Everybody's got a feeling about a thing. Courtney Edwards gets the $5. Thank you. Any word, or do you think Star Wars After Dark will be back in 23? Maybe. I don't know. I want to plan a trip for it, but want to make sure it's going to be a thing. I want to say yes, but man, I don't know. That's a tough one. Peter Green gets the $5. I love your Christmas videos. Any chance you'll get to show us Cars Land at night, decked out for the holidays? I've still got more Christmas videos to do. Yeah, and I don't think I've been to Cars Land yet, right? At night for Christmas? I don't think I have. So yeah, that's on the table. Amanda I think I did this last week. I don't remember now. Amanda Hujankis gets the $5. Now that Iger's back, Do you think he'll focus on cleaning up the fuel rod station? I heard grifting. Oh God, here we go. I heard grifting adulterers love to make out there. That is not a rumor that I have heard. I have not heard that rumor. I cannot speak to that. I've always found that the fuel rod stations were very well kept and maintained. Never had a problem there. Andrew Barham gifted $10. Thank you. Hey there. Thanks for doing great content. Always appreciate what we do. I appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you very much. Royal gifted $2. Thank you. Tell us your favorite memory at Disneyland and best purchase. Favorite memory. Liz and I on the teacups. When we first started going out, we were on the teacups at night, and Paint the Night was going while it was going, behind us down the parade corridor. And we were on the ride while it was happening, and Liz was just so beautiful that night. And we were so happy and glad to be there together in that teacup, experiencing a magical moment at Disneyland together. And she mouthed the words, "I love you," to me and the camera. And I'm getting misty now just thinking about it. But that is probably my favorite memory. I don't know about my favorite purchase. My magic key. Okay, let's see. Did I get everybody? I think I did. There's my wife.
I forgot to feed Buddy again.
She came out here because did you hear what I just said?
No, I missed it.
Oh. I was talking about the teacups.
Oh.
She said, "Oh."
I'll never forget that night.
Last meal I had at Del Taco. What did I have at Del Taco last time?
That horrible experience where
Was it bad?
We were in Paris. We went to Del Taco.
Was that the last time we've been to Del Taco?
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah, we went to a Del Taco in Paris. Not France, but with the Paris with 2 R's. It was the worst. We got fries and everything was cold, I think, right?
It was just gross.
It just was gross. It wasn't very good. I'm sorry.
I
love
it is Del Taco, but
Not Lake Paris either. It's just Paris, right?
It was Paris, P-E-R-R-I-S.
Yeah, P-E-R-R-I-S, but I don't think it's Lake Paris.
No, it's just Paris.
They want you to show your face, honey.
Oh God, no! I am a scary person right now, but I love you all from a distance. I have zip cream on my face and everything. I ain't cute right now.
She's not at her
But
best.
I appreciate y'all. I love you. Okay, bye.
Joseph Campanale gifted $5. Thank you. On our recent trip, having to pay extra for rides and racers, Lightning Lane felt like a slap in the face from the Chapek regime. It truly felt crass. Hope for change. It may or may not happen. It may or may not happen. I don't just assume that everything is just going to get undone. I mean, it's a reasonable possibility, but I don't know. It's going to be that's a tough one. Lester Diamond gets to $10. Thank you. I'm thankful for your content. What has been the most surprising reunion to the Disneyland community this week? Mr. Bob Iger reuniting with Disney or Jeremy reuniting with an original Diz Bear? Bob Iger. Absolutely. Yeah, Bob Iger. Mitchell Meisler says, David, I just watched your newest video. I love your talks that have been at the end of your past few updates. Yeah, I'm enjoying those too. I like to just look like riff because, the news videos are always scripted. I'm reading from a script. I write those out, and then I film it. Because you can't not script those. Otherwise, I would never finish the video. I would just ramble on and on and on, and it wouldn't make any sense. It would be a terrible video. It'd be a 2-hour, 2-hour BS section. But I do like to speak honestly as much as I can. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Disney Guy gets the $2. Thank you. Thoughts on Apple buying Disney or merging with Disney? Well, I mean, it's a possibility. But you don't hear Apple talking about it. You just hear about people thinking it can happen. So it's never Apple is considering buying Disney. It's never that. It's always this guy thinks that Apple should buy Disney. John Sargent Clark gifted $5. Thank you. What's your thoughts on the Iger Disney Apple merger stuff? Okay, I just gave you those, I guess. So thank you, John, for chiming in on that as well. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. That's just I just don't think I don't know how you stop it if it's a thing that's destined to happen, but the only way I can put it is it would be a desecration to Walt's memory, in my opinion. Not that Apple's a bad company. It's just Disney should be always a Disney. You know what I mean? Like, to sell the company, you're selling Walt's life. You're selling Walt's life. And I feel like you should get the approval of every Disney family member before you do something like that. Right? Does that sound right? Like, what if you were a Disney heir and they just sold your dad's company? How would that make you feel? I wouldn't like that very much. Disney Aviation roller coaster enthusiast gift of $2. Thank you. Apparently, Chapek tried to fire Feige. Well, if that's true, that's a terrible idea. I don't believe that story though. Feige has been the most successful producer in the world. Why would you fire the most successful producer in the world? I mean, period. I don't think it could be argued, right? Dave, Jogo Cruiser, get to $10. Thank you. Dave, tomorrow going to Hollywood Studios, bought an Orange Bird Magic Band, and going to play Batu Bounty Hunters to see how it is different. We'll be back at Disneyland this Saturday, taking the holiday tour. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I don't think it's going to be any different. I think it's pretty much exactly the same. But have fun. Joshua Flores, get to $20. Thank you. Keep up the great work and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. What do I have in the bottom of my shirt? I don't know. What are you talking about? It's nothing. DA, get to $5. Thank you. David, did you notice already a change in Genie Plus? Looks like it will be limited amount that will be sold. I saw that. I saw Gustin's tweet on that, and I was going to include it on a news update in the future. That's not a new policy. That has always been the case. They just never said it in the terms and conditions. They never expressly said it verbally. But that has always been the case, that it's subject to limits. Not that they would, but it could be. DA get to. I don't think that's. I don't think that's an Iger thing, I guess, is what I'm saying. DA get to $5. David, did you? D, I just read yours twice. Swamp Willie, look at the license type for Call to Adventure in the YouTube audio library and make your correction. It's a simple fix. What does that mean, Swamp Willie? I'm not sure what that means. What's the correction? Try J's, get the $5. Thank you. What was your choice for best Disney CEO, not Disney family? Will Iger bring back Skull Rock? Okay. No, on the latter. That's not going to happen. Best Disney CEO? I mean, Iger, I guess. Eisner brought Disney up, but he also kind of killed it as well. Ron Miller, no. Pressler, no. No, it's Disneyland. What am I talking about? Disney company. Yeah, I guess Iger. I don't know. I don't know well enough the history of all the different presidents to speak on that. Busy Life, Chill Life, get to $2. Any Fresh Baked Presents podcast in the future with Ron? Well, I'm looking to shed more stuff. Actually, I know people are very passionate about those and they enjoy those, but it's so difficult for me to make time for things these days. I'm trying to do less, and so that was obviously a thing that I didn't have time for. I couldn't commit to a weekly schedule. And it's even worse now. I'm even busier now than I was before. So I don't know. It could happen someday, but I don't know. Jim Backus gifted $5. Jim Backus. You're talking about Gilligan's Island, Jim Backus? You get the $5. Disney's been a publicly traded company for so long. Does it matter if Apple or whoever else owns the controlling share? Well, that's a fair point. But I still I mean, I guess you could say that Disney doesn't own it anymore. They're owned by Vanguard. You know what I mean? I guess you could say that. It just doesn't feel that way. It's a mentality thing, I suppose. David, have you watched Tales of the Jedi? I have not watched that yet. No. Dooku's backstory made me appreciate the character so much more. Loved Bryce Dallas Howard as Yaddle. The so I no, I wasn't aware that he was getting an extended backstory. The only backstory that I'm aware of with Dooku was I read what's the Darth Plagueis? Is that how you pronounce it? Darth Plagueis? That book? I think Dooku gets is Dooku in that one? I want to say that he is. Darth Plagueis. Okay, Darth Plagueis. Got it. After Iger, they needed an Imagineer for CEO. I wouldn't disagree with that. Uh, I don't know if Imagineer necessarily, but just somebody creative at least. Do I think Tomorrow would make a good CEO after Iger? I do not know. I talk about that in today's video. Go check out our video and we'll talk about that. Thoughts on trying to get Matt Ouimet back as possible CEO? I don't know Matt Ouimet. I know he was talked about a lot when this happened. A lot of people were talking about bringing him back. I'm not well versed enough in his history to say whether or not he would be a good CEO. Tony Baxter, actually no, I don't think so. Tony Baxter was perfect just as an Imagineer. I would leave it at that. I don't know if they need a Tony Baxter type. I do think that they need somebody who is a creative type. I'll say that. Ryan Villarreal, what are some of tomorrow's clear park decisions and handiwork? I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know? Anyone? Should they try to, and this is from Adam Konis, should they try to emulate the Walt, Roy, Eisner, Wells creative and financial team? I mean, history says yes. It's in both cases, you've got a person who has vision, uh, sometimes exceptional vision that is beyond normal, human vision, and then the finance guy that says, okay, that's great, but we got to take it back just a little bit. Obviously, that was Walt and Roy. They were the perfect combination. Neither one of them could have built the Disney company the way it is today without each other. And that was the very similar relationship that Eisner had with Frank Wells. Eisner was very, he was go get him. He had all kinds of ideas. He wanted to do all kinds of things. He tried everything. And Wells was there to rein him in. And then when Wells passed, that kind of was when Wells passed, that was the end of Eisner's ability as a leader, I think. I think most people would agree with that. So yeah, I feel like that is, I don't know if you want a finance guy as the top guy, which by the way, Tom Staggs is a finance guy. He was a CFO first. So I think he's got the leading, he's the leading candidate, but he is a finance guy, not a creative. Jim Backus, get the $5. Thank you. I think that famous flannel-wearing swashbuckler from the Columbia would make a great CEO. Probably not. I don't even know who that is, but I don't think a pirate would make a very good CEO. No. My Christmas tree is lopsided. Yeah, I know. The lights don't work. Only the bottom. I was trying to fix the lights earlier, and only the bottom works, so I have to fix that. Rise is 4 hours. Is that correct? It was like it was less than an hour when I was there earlier today. Oh, I can say I'm here. Is Jennifer around? Jennifer, are you still here? Are you available to pick up your I'm gonna hit the I'm here button. Amanda is back with $5. Thank you. Why didn't you dress up on pajama day in the parks? Boop. I don't know when pajama day is. Is that I know I've done it before where I just randomly wore pajamas, but there's an actual day for that? I was not aware of that. I'm gonna have to hit the I'm here button so that I can proceed. Tip board. This Rayan, I got this shirt this year. This is a new shirt for this year. No, thank you. Okay, Rise the Resistance. Joe Rohde would not make a good CEO. Star Wars, nothing. 270 minutes. That's because of breakdowns. That's a breakdown situation. 270 minutes. My gosh. Netizen M gifted $5. Thank you. I hope Iger throws more money into the Splashery theme so it isn't half-assed. Well, I can go, but yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Mr. Robin Nass gifted $10. Thank you. David, loved meeting you last Friday. Yes, it was great meeting you, Robin. It was the highlight of my trip. Thank you for being so gracious and allowing a photo and a few minutes of chat. My pleasure always. I could have talked to you for hours. Well, I was happy to talk to you, and it was very nice to meet you. Thank you. Disney Guy gets $2. Jim Hill stated they notified Tom Staggs to return. What does that mean, they notified him? Like he's on standby? I don't think that's how that works. I mean, they asked him to return? That I believe, because they've asked him before. They asked him back in 2018, I think. Lester Diamond gets $10. Thank you. You seem to be very diligent with your channel. Thank you very much. I work hard. Yes. Have you ever had to work 36 hours or more in the same week? If so, how did you cope? And how many weeks off did you know before working again? Lester, I work probably 10. Let's see. I'm going to safely say 14 hours a day. Every day, 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. I don't take days off. If I do, it's like a big deal. It's just hard, man. It's hard. I'm a workaholic. What can I say? What would be my perfect day at Disney? Oh God, all the whole time in Main Street and just walking around like every day that I have at Disneyland is a perfect day. Honestly, I feel like I have so few bad days at Disneyland. Small World is 95? Get out of here. What is going on? $95. What is happening? It wasn't like that. I was just at the park today, and it wasn't that busy at all. What changed since 5 o'clock? What constitutes a bad day at Disneyland? Well, I think rides being closed, or having to wait an hour and a half for Small World, or 3 hours for Rise of Resistance. That's a bad day, I guess. But then I would just not do those things. Eric DeMusi has just volunteered to get banned from this channel. Eric says, hot take, replace Casey Jr. and Storybook with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Are you crazy? That's the wildest, most bonkers thing I think I've heard in this entire live stream. Those two rides are irreplaceable. Get out of here. Mark Hoffman, you are thinner and much taller in person. Dare I say handsome? Well, thank you, Mark Hoffman. I get that a lot. I have a fat face. I have a chubby. I say this to anytime I hit this. I always say the same thing. I have a fat face. I've got kind of like a turkey neck a little bit. Age has not been kind to this part of me. I don't have a profile of a weak chin. But I'm very thin. I'm very skinny. I got a little bit of a belly, but I am a twig. And I used to get picked on constantly when I was, in grade school about being too skinny. I was 100 pounds in high school. 100 pounds. Okay, let's see. I guess, yeah, is it the holiday then? Is that what it is? It's a... Wait, what holiday? It's not a holiday. Oh. See what I mean? I lose track. I lose track of the calendar. All I know is that it's Wednesday. And I forget that tomorrow's Thanksgiving. My God. JP Dye gifted $10. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. I will be back next week. Thanks to you. I am returning with a magic key. Yes. Way to go, JP. Disney Guy gets the $2. Thank you. Iger will also have CM Town Hall meeting on Monday. Yeah, I read about that. I'm looking. Hey, Nick, are you going to be attending that? I know you like to do those things. Mr. Robinaski at the $2. Thank you. Vacation started tonight for a minute. Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes some sense. Yeah. Do I think Carousel of Progress will return to Disneyland? No, I'm afraid not. No, that's not ever going to happen. Stephanie Arias, forgetting what day it is or what holiday is coming up is a sign of a workaholic. Yeah, what it is that I have tunnel vision. Like I get, I feel bad for Liz sometimes because I'll just tune things out because all I'm thinking about is like, it's just work. And she has to kind of pry me out of that sometimes. Thank God for her. Thank God for Liz because I would never go on another vacation or do anything ever if it wasn't for her. Nikki Rowe, get the $10. Thank you. You've been so busy lately putting out all this content with the news and stuff. So just know it's greatly appreciated. We have a trip coming up early next week and hope to see you there. Hope to see you there as well. Nikki, thank you. Dee Dee Williamson, get the $5. Thank you. If you left your house right now, how long would it take you on average to get into Disneyland? To get in, so door to door, 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes depending on, like the wait for the bus. But right now, I would say it's closer to 30 minutes. Yeah, 15 to get to the parking lot and then 15 for the bus ride. What's your Thanksgiving food hot take? The best Thanksgiving food is stuffing, and I like it dry. I don't like the moist stuffing. I like the dry, crumbly stuffing. And candied yams are amazing. I love candied yams. Mark Hoffman, any regrets leaving the day job for the full-time YouTube gig? No. I mean, there's more pressure. Mark, I'm not going to lie. There's more pressure. There's at least as much stress, and I feel even more like I worry more because I have no safety net. So I have to work. I didn't, I don't work less. Now, that was the whole point, was to work less, though, which I guess that is in the sense that I'm doing the same amount of work, but I also don't have to do the other job. But I don't regret it, not in the least. And hopefully a time will come when, I'll go beyond just being able to pay the bills, and it'll get to a point where I can, retire and stuff like that. Because that's all I can think about sometimes is retiring. Ryan Villarreal, much better to have only one job. This is the first time when I quit my job. It's been a year now. It's almost exactly, I think it was Thanksgiving week, right? It's been a year. that was the first time I've ever not had at least a side hustle. I have been working two jobs since I was in college. My first two job situation, I worked at Jack in the Box and a golf course, and then I went to college as well. And I either always had like a full-time job and a side hustle, or two jobs, a full-time job and a part-time job, for my my entire adult life, more or less. Reginald Nan, gifted $5. Thank you. Hello from Vancouver, Canada. What's the best place for candy? Well, the Candy Palace, right there on Main Street. Yeah. John Sergeant Clark, gifted $5. Thank you. Wait, messages deleted by Laramie. What happened there? Did I miss something? What's going on? Oh, Laramie, I was going to say, that's wild. Okay, so resend that if you can, John Sergeant Clark. Laramie, keep an eye out for it. You don't have to put it in another super chat. And then Laramie will he'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll answer that question. DA, get the $10. Thank you. Just to say, have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I appreciate all you do so much. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you very much, D. Well, the chat is still there. The gift is still there, but not the actual question. Brust Bear, Dave, I had the chance to meet you on Sunday, and you graciously agreed on taking a picture while I interrupted your lunch. You are the best. I think I remember that, but it's fine. You guys, honestly, I don't mind taking pictures with you guys. Not at all. Anytime. There's John. I found him. Would you say doing YouTube is harder than nursing? Well, it's hard for sure. I mean, but a lot of jobs are difficult. But nursing, that's a tough profession. I wouldn't know. Nursing is harder. That's got to be so stressful. Imagine what nurses have to put up with on a daily basis. I went to doctors the other day, and no, I'd rather be a YouTuber. I would definitely rather be a YouTuber for sure. Sonia Gil Arroyo, get the $5. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for all your info on Magic Key and the parks. My husband and I were comfortable to buy Magic Keys thanks to you. I'm glad you were able to do that as well. Dude, Magic Keys are an incredible value, and they are a gift that keeps on giving. So I'm very... It seems like a lot, but if you can go a lot, if you want to go a lot, then absolutely, it's a great value. Amanda Morana, I'm an RN and I can vouch for this. Yeah, I bet. Amanda, would you rather be a YouTuber or a nurse? I mean, I'm sure it's rewarding. That's the thing, though. Everything that we do, so many of what we do, I look at people whose careers seem, I would be unfulfilled, but they seem completely into it and thrilled and fulfilled by it. So it's hard to say if one job is any better than the other. All I know is I would rather be a YouTuber than a nurse, because that just seems like a difficult job, and I'm not sure I'm capable of it. I don't think I have the mentality to do that kind of thing, the makeup or whatever. But for some, it's completely, they're completely in love with it, and they wouldn't want to do anything else. So I don't know. I say my blessings and gratitude for everybody in all walks of life. Everybody. The world needs you all. You know what I mean? The world needs you all. Every single one of us. We all have our purpose. California Dreaming, get the $2. Thank you. What does Liz think of the CEO situation? I don't think she cares, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't really affect her either way, but I know she doesn't like Chapek because I don't like Chapek. Is that my wife? My wife has chipped in. She says, there's Liz. She said, where'd it go? I just saw it. Thank you to all of you in the medical field. There you go. Liz has entered the chat. What line of work were you in before you quit last year? I was in kind of mortgage lending. I was in home appraisals. I didn't do appraisals, but I managed a company that was the intermediary. It's called an appraisal management company, and I was the middleman between lenders who were going to lend people money to buy a home and appraisers who actually did the appraisals, and I would put them together. Mark Welker, this comment kind of goes towards what I was saying. Because Disney runs on its cast members and without them, Disney has nothing. If he was looking for Deadwood to cut, his job was first on the list. I noticed that comment because of the mention of cast members. There is a profession that needs more love, needs more gratitude. They provide a service that is unparalleled. For the amount of compensation that they get, cast member service is unparalleled. And I couldn't be a cast member. That's another thing I couldn't do. I couldn't be a cast member. I mean, I love the park and I love Disneyland and I love Disney. But I don't know if I could do it. I just don't know. So God bless every single cast member out there. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Linda Villarreal gifted $5. Thank you. Hi, Liz and David. Happy Thanksgiving from my family to yours. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. DJ Juice, is the rumor true Apple merging with Disney? That's not a rumor. I don't know why this. I don't know how it got to the rumor stage. People are suggesting that Apple could or should, but it doesn't. It isn't a rumor that they're going to. So no, I don't think that rumor's true. Laramie, I could see you being a non-guest facing CM. I could work in the offices. I could, I would work in management, or in Burbank or something like that, or I could do that, and I would love to be an advocate for the guest and for the cast. But that's probably about as much as I could do, I think, on that. Bruce Bear, get the $5. Thank you. Have a churro on us. Greetings from Arizona. Thank you very much, Bruce Bear. Mary Chin, get the $5. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Will you be attending Candlelight? The only way I would be able to go is if I was invited. I don't have any kind of connections, and I'm not going to wait out there at 7:30 in the morning and all day waiting for that. I can't do that. So probably not. I might do a drive-by. Yato Yana, get the $10. Thank you. Thoughts on a hypothetical split of parks and media divisions? Could independent parks thrive, expand, and be better to cast members if they weren't floating spending and losses for movies and Disney Plus? Well, I could see you spinning off parks as a whole from the other segment of the operation. I could see them spinning off ESPN. I don't want them to. But I could see that happening. JP Dye, get the $10. Thank you. I took a couple of long-time lapse videos from the Paradise Pier Hotel last visit. It is fascinating to see all the activity you can see. Sound checks, rehearsals, ride inspections. I would be happy to share the files. JP, email me, and I'll see if we can figure out how to do that. Ryan Villarreal, would you consider yourself a foodie? No. I mean, I like to eat Disney food, but I don't have a refined palate. I can't sit there and say, I can taste this flavor or that note or whatever. I'm kind of a simpleton when it comes to that kind of thing. So foodies, if you want a foodie, Magic Journeys, absolutely. Did I miss one? Kaylin, let me see if I can find you, Kaylin. Brust Bear, Linda. There it is. Kaylin Granis, get the $5. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, David and family. The husband and I are driving to Anaheim right now. Do you think the next 2 days are going to be crazy busy? There are still reservations for tomorrow. There weren't any for today, and I think there are some for DCA on Friday. So based on that, I think that it's probably going to be okay. Last year, Thanksgiving was pretty busy, if I recall. So, I mean, it could go either way, but I think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be okay. Amanda, get the $5. Thank you very much. Chances of a Magic Journeys Fresh Baked crossover episode. Would love a Disney foodie date night with you all. Happy Turkey Day to you all. I would love to be in a Magic Journeys video, and I would love to have them in our video. We don't have to do anything about food, but it would be. I mean, I'd be happy to have them just appear. They're great. I love those two. Ryan Kalaunen gifted $20. Thank you. Is there a scenario that the reason Chapek had to sign the NDA is because he actually wasn't to blame for certain money decisions and theme park reservations, etc.? I know the CEO ultimately signs off on these things, but what if? The NDA is, they're going to sign one no matter what. That's just standard operating procedure. He's got to, they both would agree, they would both agree not to disparage the other in public. And that's, that's a condition of his what do we call it? His golden parachute, and on Disney's side as well. But I don't think it has anything to do with any specific scenario. Chapek was in charge, and he made those situations happen. I'll just put it at that. Michelle Phoenix, get the $10. Thank you. For maple beignets, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. I gotta get some of those, man. I gotta get some of those. Mark Hoffman, get the $20. Thank you. You're clearly a good person. Well, thank you, Mark. There's real value to what you do, and I enjoy your content, and you figured out how to deal with the so-called trolls. You're an impressive person, and I wish you... Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I learned my lesson, Mark. I am a very open person. If bad things happen, if I do things that are stupid, I have no problem checking myself. And I've made mistakes in the past, and I learn from them, and I don't have a problem with trolls because I know that, what it is, whatever. Do you, guys, whatever. Just don't get personal, There's this imaginary line. Don't cross that imaginary line, and you guys know what that is. As long as you don't do that, as long as you don't make it, weird and, come to the house or some crazy stuff like that, or send me letters, then we're fine. It's fine. I can take, look, my default position is sarcasm. I'm a very sarcastic person. I like to joke around and pick on people in fun. If I'm not doing that, I probably don't love you. So if you're going to be like that, then you have to be able to take it. That's the bottom line, and I can take it. I don't have a problem with people busting my chops. So I can take it. It's fine. Come at me. And I mean that in a fun way. I don't mean it like I dare you or anything like that. It's fine. I guess that's it. Is it? Yeah, it's 8:03. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this Turkey Eve and giving you guys a day off tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful and amazing and exceptional Thanksgiving Day tomorrow. I love you all. Bless you all. Have the great day. Think of each other. Find somebody tomorrow. You're sitting at the table, enjoying a Thanksgiving dinner. Let people know that you love them. There is no greater gift to be felt and to be received than to know that you are loved by somebody. And it's a very valuable thing. It's a very valuable gift that you can give to somebody. So tell somebody tomorrow that you love them. And with that, I'm going to go tell my wife and daughter that I love them, put my daughter to bed, and then get back to work. Thank you guys for spending this hour with us and sharing this fellowship with us, and for your generosity and your kindness. I love you guys very much, and I appreciate you. And I will see you soon. No video tomorrow, but probably on Friday. All right, guys. Respect.